Welcome back. You're live on SABC3, where we're honoring the legacy of Nelson Mandela.
Tata Mandela lived a life of purpose and in so doing inspired many young people to make a difference and be counted. One such young person is a Nelson Mandela Scholarship recipient herself and now chairperson of the Nelson Mandela Scholarship Alumni Association, Pumela Salela. Pumela, welcome to us on the show here.
Thank you very much.
What does it mean to be an ambassador of this illustrious organization?
Well, the Nelson Mandela Scholarship Alumni Association is a representative body of those individuals who are referred to as Nelson Mandela Scholars, who were fortunate enough to receive the Nelson Mandela Scholarship for them to pursue studies of their choice in universities abroad, but particularly in the United Kingdom. So when Utata was giving us his scholarships, he told each and every one of us that we were his ambassadors.
Were handed?
Yes,
wow.
yes, we were very fortunate. It was such a great honor and a humbling experience as well, because as he handed us these scholarships, he used to tell each and every one of us that you are my ambassador, and you carry my name. So collectively, he called us his ambassadors, and I am the chairperson of the Alumni Association.
Now, Madiba always used to say that the real way to liberate ourselves is to educate ourselves. So obviously this is part of his plan to make education a priority, not only as president, but as a legacy for when he knew he would eventually go. How important do you think it is for young people to know that there are opportunities for them to study abroad, for them to get stuck into knowledge and to educate themselves rather than to wait for something to happen to them?
For me, education is a liberator on its own. It's a tool through which you can attain freedom. And it's also a tool for you to be able to realize your goals, your dreams, your visions. And for me, it's also a key to the rest of the world, because through education, you can stand on any platform because you'll be an expert in what you know. So I would like to also concur with you when you say that young people must make use of opportunities, because they say luck comes to those who are prepared. So young people also have to do their homework, and in that way they'll get lucky by making sure that they prepare themselves and then chase for every opportunity that comes their way and make sure that they enter every door that opens for them, because I always believe that every door leads to another door.
What perspective does getting education overseas give to you when you come back to our country with that knowledge?
First of all, I can say the first thing that happens is that you become more patriotic, because when you come out of South Africa, that's when you realize the value of this country that we have. That's when you realize how rich we are in terms of culture and everything that we have in this country. I know a lot of people moan and complain, but there is so much that South Africa has, which sometimes the rest of the world doesn't have. So that's the first thing. You become more patriotic, you appreciate your country. And secondly, you get exposed to other cultures, which help you to immerse yourself in terms of how the whole world, from a cultural, from a social, and from an economic point of view, works. In that way, you become more broad-minded.
Well, thank you. Pumela, that's exactly right. And I suppose that's why so many leaders from all over the world are here today to honor Madiba and to honor our country. We tend to be introspective a lot of the time, but there's a whole world of people out there who look up to us and who still hold South Africa as a kind of moral exemplar for the changes that we've managed to bring to our own society and to our own people. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, with young people like Pumela, you can safely say that Madiba's legacy will never die. There are young people who are already living his ideals and values, and if you're one of them, then welcome to the best country on earth to do that in. Stay with us on SABC3.